Hello guys, welcome to the Real Talk channel. So we have something to talk about today. Um, when you look at there is something that's filling up our space. That is AI. This thing about AI. I want to tell you that AI is not the blessing most of us think it. Yes, I know that. A lot of us, it has made life easier and convenient for you. But when you sit down and think it through, are you sure that what you are giving up for that ease and convenience is not far greater than what you are getting? It is. I'll tell you why. I'm just going to use, certain examples that, go straight and very easy to understand. Now, I say this, that is not the blessing most of us think it, because, see, in the generation we are living in, you all have to be careful. You all have to be careful. It's not all that glitters that is gold. If the game changer, the key in remaining ahead of the curve, is knowing when and how, to apply technology for the advancement of your selfish goals. The key is to remain in control, not to get entrapped. Most of us have been entrapped, especially what you see on the internet. A lot of you've been entrapped by over-reliance on these things. Now, I want to tell you what AI takes away from you when it's giving you that ease and convenience you think you're enjoying, and you think that has made your life easy. It's slowly but surely reprogramming you into a zombie. When you are over-reliant on AI for information, cutting across education, academic, social, or whatever, enlightenment, or whatever, politics, when you are over-reliant on AI, two things happen. It takes away your creative thinking skills, creative thinking and writing skills. You become less creative in your thought process. That's number one. I'm going to give you examples on this too. Number two is it takes away your critical cognitive skill, critical thinking skill, or cognitive. These are the cognitive skills it takes away from you: creative thinking and critical thinking. And these two concepts of cognition is what makes you an an intelligent human being. It's what makes you a Homo sapien. Intellect. Remember, you are supposed to be above other animals. You know. But if you don't fetter your use of all these AI tools, artificial intelligence tools, you will subconsciously give up the faculties that actually make you a human being. Now, how does this happen? How does it happen? I'll give examples that we can relate, on daily basis. For the creative thinking skills, I'll give you an example of what happened some time ago because you notice it in the little things we do. You see it happen, but you don't know what is happening. I'll give you an example of what happened recently. Okay, it's not recent. I think it's sometime in January when we are celebrating a colleague's birthday. Wanted to send a message. Sorry about that. Wanted to send a birthday message to a colleague. So we're just typing out something. I noticed a colleague, because it has been rumored that he's in the habit of doing that. He will simply go to an AI tool, maybe ChatGPT or this one in WhatsApp. I've forgotten what it is. They're all over the place now. They're stealing from you. He goes there, types birthday message for so, kind of person, his role model or whatever. Then the AI will just give him a draft. He will now tweak it in one or two ways and send. The rumor was circulating that this guy is in the habit of, and he steals the whole. So for those that notice, sometimes they can find it disrespectful that, it's better you don't send anything. He was about to do the same thing beside me. I caught him. I challenged him that, please do curate a message. You say this person means this to you, is this person to you. Curate a message, a heartfelt message, and send to this person. Let it come from your heart. Let it be original. 30 minutes, 1 hour. An adult cannot write a one-paragraph birthday message to his friend that he's celebrating. I'm not even kidding you. He didn't know what to write. What do you think is happening? Your brain. Let me tell you. You see this flesh and bone. You see, the human brain. It works with electric charge. It's like, I don't know how to put it. I'm not a biologist, but let me tell you, you can actually, the way you program computers, program softwares, that's the way you can program the brain. Do anything consistently for 30 days, you have programmed your brain, and it will remain compliant in that part. Oga could not type a one-paragraph birthday message to his friend without AI. Do you see what it has stolen from you? Creativity. So tell me, all these essays we used to write when we were in secondary school, we write as adolescents, teenagers, we write 10-paragraph essays. Essays almost effortlessly. Somebody that cannot type a one-paragraph birthday message to his friend, what do you think have happened to his writing skills, creative thinking and writing skills, ability to think and put down something on paper? is gone. Because obviously this has been going on for longer than we know. And I'm sure most of us are in the same, you know, in the same challenge, in the same trouble. Because hey, for time, please, I make it a habit. I make it a habit. Whenever I want to write something, I can research information on the aspects of what I want to write about, but there is originality in what you are writing. There is originality of thoughts. That is number one. This thing instance we can all relate with. Now about the critical thinking. When your main source of, I'll use the one on Twitter, the one that is quite popular on Twitter, Grok. You see a lot of people these days, whenever they want to research on any issue, or they want enlightenment on any topical issue, they go to Grok and type. Grok will give them. See, what people don't realize is artificial intelligence is what it is. Artificial. It cannot beat the real thing. It cannot beat natural intelligence. It cannot beat human intelligence. You go to Grok and blah 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 blah. You program. Once you're in the habit of that, you don't need to do it for long. Just do it for 1 month consistently. You have automatically reprogrammed your mind and brain to be compliant with the narrative box that AI, tool has kept you in. You become a zombie regurgitating a narrative. You can no longer critique what it gives you. You cannot you even when you are critiquing it, you have lost the ability, you have lost the ability to be to have an in-depth, to do an in-depth research, or have an in-depth thought on that, or on whatever subject you are trying to research on. We've noticed most of us now. But when you hear okay, raise any topical issue. Just raise anything, kidnapping, failure of leadership, whatever, of happening anywhere, to tell you the power of this, the power of you subconsciously being programmed to be in a narrative box of an issue, of a subject, or of a subject. You see that. Go and do a public survey also. You see that 90% of what you get from young people, both old and young, is what they read off the media space. Is what Grok on Twitter is feeding them. Artificial intelligence is taking over your ability. You forget that we the human beings created the artificial intelligence, but at some point machines are now ruling you, are now telling you what to do, are now forming your opinions. It is bad. You see that you can no longer pick up a material, a book, and read. You can no longer pick up your book and read. Those things that develop those activities through which you acquire and develop cognitive skills. In creative writing and critical analysis, you are now losing them. You're now losing them to the ease and convenience that AI is affording you. Those are the dangers. It's not a blessing. I think it's high time that people begin to, get conscious of these things and how it is fundamentally changing their existence. That's the only way that the at least when they have that consciousness in them that this is the effect these things are having on them, they will make informed decisions on how to put these things to good use, putting them to good use, and not just mindlessly using them and compromising your ability, your natural abilities that any day should trump these tools, and in fact that should actually be complementary to your own skills and not take over or substitute them. This is just something I thought that you guys, I should just, discuss with you guys, and I'm hoping to, get your perspective on this, through your comments, of course, and feedback. Also, remember to subscribe. Thank you.